Classic Restos is proudly brought to you by Shannons Insurance, where you can sign up for the Shannons Club, and Penrite Oil, offering technical assistance 7 days a week.
Hello and welcome to a very special episode of Classic Restos. Of course, not possible without the continued support of Shannons Insurance and Penrite Oil. In fact, how good is Shannons Insurance? A company ran by enthusiasts just like us. What a recipe. If you add your house insurance to your current car or bike insurance, you'll receive a 10% multi-policy discount. Pick up the phone and give Shannons a call when you get a moment on 134646. They have just so much to offer. You can also find out more at shannons.com.au. When you get to their website, have a look around. It is quite extensive. And whilst you're there, you can also sign up and become a member of the Shannons Club, where you can interact with other enthusiasts, share stories and photos. It's a lot of fun. Check them out, shannons.com.au. And if you've got an engine, well, you need Penrite Oil. What an incredible company, what a fantastic product. They've been around since 1926. They're Australian owned and they're a family run business. Penrite Oil also offer you a tech line where you can ring up, speak to a tech about the particular oil for your type of engine. Visit Penrite Oil at penriteoil.com.au. Penrite, simply a better class of oil. And on today's show, I've travelled once again to the Bon Beach Reserve here in Victoria for a very special episode of Classic Restos. When you look at a car event with a purpose of fundraising, they don't come any more special than this. The Isabella and Marcus Paediatric Brainstem Tumour Fund. The event is hosted by parents that have lost children to this despicable disease. These brainstem tumours happen more so between the ages of childbirth through to around the age of 9. Once diagnosed, the child has around about 3 months to live. There is no cure. Luckily, this disease is very rare. The unfortunate side of that, it is not recognised by federal authorities for funding research to find a cure. Proceeds from this car event go to that very cause. What an incredible event this is, the Isabella and Marcus Fundraiser for 2014. How are you, Bob?
Fantastic, Fletch. Really good to catch up with you again and be here, and magnificent car show again.
It is. It's just growing and growing. It's evolved over the last few years, and I couldn't think of a better cause. It's a very sad cause, but, you know, it's a cause where there are funds starting to roll in. It is helping the situation, so thank goodness for that.
Yeah, well, that's exactly true what you said. I've followed this for about 3-4 years now, and just the turnout and the support, and what a fantastic cause. Yes. It's a pleasure to be here and donate.
Absolutely, and to think that it's ran by parents that have lost kids to that terrible brainstem disease is just heart-wrenching. It really is. Anyway, it's guys like this that turn up with their cars, and proceeds, well, as I've just mentioned, are off to a great cause. We start off today, a 1967 XR Ute. What? Okay, now you have to educate me here, Bob. They didn't make these in this trim. This is a Bob design, right?
It's not my design. I'd like to say it is. I was lucky enough to purchase this from a customer of mine in Hobart, and it was built by them back in the early 90s, and it's a show-winning car. I'd like to say I did it, but I didn't, so I'll make that up front.
Well, he's honest.
Fantastic car. Look, it's won a whole lot of car shows. It's built a very high spec. It's got 351. It's got the famous top loader in it, the 9-inch. It's got discs all around. Done a few little things. Had a single exhaust when I got it, but I like the traditional dual exhaust.
It's the hamburger with the lot, Bob.
It is. It really is. You know, they didn't make these in the day and the Ford. They had to go with Subarus and or Surfaroos, I think they called it. You know, but this is my take on the modern, Utes, if you like.
And there's something too about the burgundy red and the gold trim too. I mean, it's 1976 Monaro LE, same concept. It's just an attractive combination, isn't it?
Works well. It works very well, and because the old Simmons wheels with the gold and the aluminium rim on them, they're fantastic look, you know.
Yeah, that's great, Bob. Well, look, also too, like to comment on the interior. The seats look pretty comfortable too, mate. You could go a long way in those.
Well, the original seats were a bit puffy and there's not a lot of room in these seats, and with my big fat guts behind the steering wheel, so...
You need bolster, Bob. You need bolster.
Well, what I did, I went to a swap meet and got some seats out of an XR8. So it's a modern wheel, lumbar support, gave me a bit more room behind the steering wheel, and they fit well and it's good on those long trips, you know.
So that's great, Bob. Mate, great to catch up with you, and I believe I'm catching up with you later this year as well.
Look, you've got me hooked again. You got me to go with Dale to Route 66, and that was fantastic a couple of years ago. And you keep plastering these two of the Woodward Cruise and the Carlisle, and I got sick of you pestering me on the TV show, so I said, I'm going to go. You know, so yes, I'm looking forward going to Carlisle to the Ford event.
Okay, Bob, well, I really appreciate your support for the Fletch Tour. And if you want to find out more information, classicrestos.com.au, click on the Fletch Tour link. That'll take you to the travel agent and find out all the information that you'll need. Mate, great. Thanks again. Wonderful catching up with you, Bob.
Thank you, Fletch, very much. It's very good. Just on that, you speak to Ashley and Mandy. They helped me right through all the booking on this and everything like that. So I'm in good hands with them, and thank you again, Fletch.
Oh, that's great. Bob, thanks once again. This event I hold very close to my heart, and I really appreciate you turning up to support it. Thank you.
No worries at all, Fletch. Fantastic, and thanks for meeting you again.
Have Gary now. How are you, Gary?
Good, Fletch. Nice to meet you, mate.
Oh, that's very nice of you, mate. I like your 1974 Alfa Romeo sitting here in the paddock.
Yeah, no, it's a lovely car. Alfa Romeo Montreal.
Something different.
It is different, yeah.
It's not what you'd see, you know, on every corner.
No, probably not. A lot of people are surprised to find that it's got a V8 in it, you see. So,
So tell us about that V8. The power, what is it?
Oh, look, it's a quad cam, dry sump, fuel injected V8.
A little screamer.
It is a little screamer, 2.6 litre. Derivative out of their T33 race car of that vintage. It's got about 205 horsepower. Car only weighs about 1,100 kilograms, so it boogies along all right.
The power to weight ratio put into perspective there, it does the job.
Yeah, it does the job, yeah.
And you're in comfort there, you've got a nice interior going on.
Yeah, look, they were pretty luxurious.
Nice seats for the bot.
Yeah, they were a nice long distance tourer. I still do long distance touring in it now. It's actually a pretty comfortable car for a long drive.
Yeah, good for you. Colour's nice.
Yeah, that's the original colour. That was the release colour in when they first came out. There was only two colours, orange and green.
What's it called? What's the name? Is it pea green? What is it?
It's just a metallic green with a number. But they ended up having about 16 colours, but this was one of the early colours,
awesome. Yeah. Good on you, Gary. Mate, well, look, it's great to catch up with you. It's not every day, as I said, we get a colour like this, and you've got a good hat on there too, mate.
Yeah, Shannons a good mob. I couldn't live without them. I've got all my cars and even my house with Shannons.
They are awesome, and a major sponsor of the show, of course, as you know. ClassicRestos.com.au for more information. Click on their logo. Thanks, Gary, again, mate. Pleasure catching up with you.
Bye.
All right. Geez, Gary, what's the go with the bottle of vino under the hood?
Well, I call it my first aid kit.
Yeah. The Italian first aid kit.
Well, look, it was the Italian sense of humour with a bit of flair. Yeah. If air conditioning wasn't fitted, they fitted a bottle of Chianti.
Nothing like a medicinal purpose drink for after driving one of these cars at the end of the day, eh?
That's right.
Well, I hope you're really enjoying this week's episode, the 2014 Isabella and Marcus Fundraiser Car Show event. And of course, it's thanks to Shannons Insurance and Penrite Oil. Check them out at shannons.com.au, where you can sign up and become a member of the Shannons Club. And of course, take advantage of the technical assistance line 7 days a week at penriteoil.com.au. Back with more after this. Moving through this wonderful event, we have Sam. How are you, Sam?
Good, Fletch. How are you?
Good, thanks, mate.
That's good.
Good. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, no, thanks. Yeah, it's a great event. Plenty of cars, and it's a good cause.
I can't interview everybody here today. You're watching the show now and saying, hey, I went there. I do apologise for maybe not interviewing you, but it's an impossible task, but I just thank everybody for turning up here today.
It's a great cause. I came here last year, but I bought all 3 cars today, so...
Yeah. Sam, you're a greedy bloke, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
How do you drive all 3 at once? Well, the main emphasis I want to show you is this Nova. 1967?
Yep.
You know what? I'm going to say what a gorgeous car. I'm seeing some nice Novas. This last 2 years, the Novas that I have had on the show have been really fantastic. Okay, give us the rundown quickly. How long have you had it? What was it like when you got it?
Yep. I bought it a couple of years ago, and it's a Southern California cars. VIN number's 118, which is a true SS, Chevy 2. I actually bought it from a guy in Altona, Gary.
Matching numbers car?
Yeah, all matching numbers. The engine's based on a L79 327, which is the high performance one.
Made the Ford Mustang, the Dodge Dart, the Chevy Nova in that small compact category. Put a good engine up front. Boy, they were bullets out of a gun, weren't they?
Yeah. No, this thing goes quite well. It's about 350 horse and just a nice cruiser.
But Sam, look at the class of the car. Look at the lines of the car. We look inside the interior. It's beautiful.
Yeah, no, it's a really nice car, Fletch. I'm really happy with it. And you've been to a few shows, and you know, it's.
The thing is, too, Sam, it's something different. It is something different. And I think when we put a car into the category of something different, it does also depict a little bit of rarity.
Yeah, that's why I actually bought it, because there wasn't many around. You see a couple around here or there, but it's pretty rare.
All right, the car next to us, we've got the 396 SS Chevelle. Boy, tell us the year there, mate.
69, Fletch. I bought that one out of Pomona, swap meet in California there a couple of years ago. Just finished painting it, so it's the first time it's come out. And it's come up really well.
Gorgeous car, the dark blue, the black interior. I mean, I think when we look back at these cars in the 60s, that's what is the first thing to knock us all over. They're not only their shapes, but their colour schemes. Beautiful colour schemes, and then their interiors.
No, it's all original colour, dust blue with the black, all original interior as well. Bench seat, floor shift.
Bench seat and a floor shift. How cool is that?
Yeah, actually, my wife drove it, so that's how easy they are to drive, with a big block as well. So.
Oh, well, I just found out who drove your second car. There's got to be a third person hanging around here too.
Mate of mine drove the other one, so good fun.
All right, Sam, we move on. We've got the 350 Camaro there as well, looking gorgeous in the paddock. What's the deal there?
Bought that in Arizona probably about 5 years ago, that one. And it's Raleigh Sport, all matching numbers, a bit of a rare one, fully optioned and everything. So I've kept that one all original and stock. Nice car.
Sam, you're a big supporter of this show. I certainly do appreciate that. You've got 3 cars here today, and it's good that you're in the position to do that. On the behalf, mate, of everybody here, the Isabella and Marcus Fundraiser Day, thank you.
Thanks, Fletch. Thanks very much, mate. Appreciate it. Yeah, no, good cause, mate. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Sam. Time for Lee now. How are you, Lee?
Hello, Fletch. How you going? Pretty good.
Couldn't be better yourself.
Yeah, pretty good.
But you'd have to be good. 1951, a Hudson. Now, you've heard of the Holden Commodore, right? Well, this is a Hudson Commodore.
Hudson Commodore, that's correct, yeah.
Wow. Now, just really quickly, I'm interested. Commodore, Wasp, Hornet, how did the categories run?
This is about the second one. The first one's a pacemaker. The second one come out, the Commodore.
A pacemaker?
Pacemaker.
So if the doctor diagnoses you as not real well, he'll tell you to go and buy a pacemaker?
A pacemaker, yeah, and lay in the back. You'll be right, yeah.
You learn something new every day on Fletchy's show, don't you?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Every day, yeah. And then they had the Commodore, six-cylinder. They also had 8-cylinder.
Hey, weren't the 6-cylinder engines back in these times, weren't they big, big to look at?
Big. They're bigger than what the Chrysler ones are. They're a lot longer. Probably a little bit more horsepower. Not much. This is 262 cubic inch with single carburetor on it.
262 cubes, 6-cylinder flathead. They used to NASCAR these, right?
They used to NASCARs, yes.
Now, when they used to NASCAR the Hudson Hornet, what size engine, the 6-cylinder, were in those?
It would be the 308, I believe. It would be a 308 twin carby, a little bit bigger bore. Still the same transmission.
When you talk of early 50s, 308 cubic inches in a 6-cylinder flathead car, they must have ran away. They got a set of legs, didn't they?
Yeah, that made it pretty big. Well, they did hold the speed record for quite a few years in America.
We look down the side of this car. It's a big sled, isn't it?
It is a very long sled. Very hard to drive when you're not used to length.
How does it drive, Lee?
A little bit odd with the rayon tyres.
Yes.
They jump a little bit, but their tyres are over 20 years old, so you won't expect them to be very good road handling.
Geez, Lee, why can't you shout yourself a new set of tyres?
Yeah, probably will, but they're not even half worn out yet.
You retired on those tyres, didn't you?
No, I haven't had the car that long. Yeah.
Lee, what's it like? Is it in terms of, I guess, being a heavy car? Can you feel it on the wheel? Does it float around a bit?
It probably floats around due to its age, but we've only done all the rubber components and cleaned all the front end up to make it better, but it probably needs new shocks. If it had radial tyres, it'd make it steer better, a little bit steer, but it's nice and light, with like the steering wheel's whopping big. It's not a little steering wheel, so...
Might not have shocks, Lee. They might have fallen out and fell on the road years ago.
It could have, yeah. But I don't think so. I don't like unroadworthy cars.
Absolutely not, mate. It's a beautiful car. That's why I picked on you. It's a pleasure having you on Classic Restos. I mean, a Hudson Commodore. I mean, you do not see these cars every day. I love the interior. It's just it's a time capsule, isn't it?
Yeah, a great car, yeah, that's right. So,
right. Good on you, Lee.
Right. Thanks very much, Rex. Good to see you.
Rex, that's
Flex,
a new...
I said Flex.
Oh, Flex.
Yeah,
Good on you.
sure.
Thanks, mate.
All right, thanks for that.
Thanks, buddy.
Bye.
We have Paula now, the daughter of Lee. How are you, Paula?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. Tell me, through your eyes, what does this big Hudson mean to you?
Mean to me? Well, it's special because my sister and my brother imported it from America for my dad. He had a stroke a little while ago, so we bought it for his 70th birthday. We love it because it's very one of a kind. You don't see many out there. Everyone, when you drive, everyone looks at you and, you know, waves and toots their horn because they don't know what it is. Yeah. But love the chrome on the front. Just love the look of it. Big, nice car to drive.
Good on you, Paula. Well, on the behalf, I just want to thank you guys for what you've done for your dad because I know it means a lot to him. Good on you.
All right, thank you, Ta. Thanks, Fletch.
All right.
Thank you.
Time for John. How are you, buddy?
Good, Fletch, yourself?
Good, mate. Also time for a 71 XY. And what an XY it is, mate. Bit of family history. Tell us first.
The car was my old man's car. We've had the car for 20 years now. I've had it since I was 16, so it's 14 years since I've had the car. Yep. Finished it for my wedding and enjoying it and love it.
Isn't that good? Like family tradition, just it means a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah, anyone can go out and buy a car, but I got history with the car, grew up in the car, and now I love it, and my old man still loves it, so it's good.
How does your dad remember it over the time that he had it? Because obviously didn't look like that then.
No, well, when he had it, didn't have stripes on it, had 12 slotters, and just with the mild motor, but it's a bit fast for him now, you reckon? So, yeah, he loves it, but he still loves it.
I was about to say, do you still like it?
Oh, yeah, he rings me up, oh, can I take the XY? Yeah, if you want. Still your car.
Yeah. Isn't it good now he's got to ask you?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, before I had to ask him, so now he can have it. So,
OK, John, specs on the engine, horsepower?
It's a 408 cube, scat crank, scat rods, competition engines built it, made 670 horsepower. 3V heads, 225 chamber CC heads, and yeah, it just goes.
They're just topped off with those polished alloy rocker covers, mate. They just look a treat, don't they?
With the nice rocker covers, yeah. Just polishing them this morning, so they've come up good. So yeah, now just enjoying the car.
Good to see you've left the interior as is as well.
I've left it as original as possible, besides the wheels and a few gauges, but yeah, no, it's come along pretty good, I reckon.
Mate, the paint's beautiful. What's the colour?
It's Ferrari red, so that's why it attracts a crowd because it's not like every other XY that's out there. It's its own colour. So
red one, mate. Red one.
Yeah, it's fast. Ferrari red. It's fast. So yeah.
Good on you, John. It's been a while since we've had an XY on the show. Thanks very much.
Thanks very much, mate. Thank you very.
You're welcome. And g'day to your dad too, eh?
No worries. Say hello to my old man Vito.
ClassicRestos.com.au, that's the website that you need to find out information about Fletch Tours. Just imagine yourself going to one of the biggest car shows in the world, GM, Ford and Chrysler at the beautiful Carlisle in Pennsylvania, and then perhaps a return to the United States in August to Detroit to experience the Woodward Dream Cruise. It's all awaiting you. For more information, ClassicRestos.com.au. Back with more in just a moment. Time for a Tirana on the show now. Hello, Allison.
Hello, Fletch. How are you?
I'm great. Yourself?
Yeah, very well, thank you.
That's good. Beautiful day to bring out a 1977 SLR 5000, an A9X.
Yes. It's 305 ever made.
Yep.
Yeah, very nice car. It's my partner's, and he's had it for 18 years, and
wow.
Yeah, I'm very happy with it.
Again, someone else here today that's had a car for a long time. I think it adds to the story. I mean, you can't help when you acquire a car, but when you've had them for years and years, just makes it a bit more special, doesn't it?
It does, yeah, and we're very proud of it, and we're very happy to be able to have an interview with you today, so we're very grateful.
No, that's all right, not a problem at all, Allison. No problems at all. It's very nice words. I'd like to catch up and have an interview with me too.
Yeah, no, it's, yeah, I'm very happy. I'm glad I come along.
Now, Allison, tell us the colour.
It's an absinthe yellow.
Doesn't look too absent to me. I mean, it really pops in the sun, doesn't it?
Oh, it sure does, yeah.
Being an original car, the yellow and the black, around the engine bay too, absolute attention to detail around there. Beautifully done around there.
Oh, it is. It is. It's just beautiful. It's he's done a very good job, and
Makes you feel good when you drive it, right?
oh yeah, yeah.
Right, Alison, thanks for turning up here today. What a cause, eh? And what a fantastic day.
Yeah, it is. Thank you, Fletch. Thanks very much. Have a great day.
Thanks, Alison.
See you.
With me now, it's always a pleasure to have this beautiful lady here, Daniela, the organiser of this wonderful event, the Isabella and Marcus Foundation Fundraiser. How are you?
I'm well. I'm a bit tired, but well. It's been an amazing day today.
You say that each year, but this is the tops. This is the biggest it has ever been. Before you know it, you're going to be on 1,000 cars.
Good. I'm looking forward to it. That's what we're working towards.
I mean, it started years ago at what, a little over 120 or something, and now you're at this number. The funds, the proceeds towards this incredible fundraiser, are you happy with the day?
We're thrilled, and we've been beautifully supported this year by the community. The local community have really come out to support the day with their families or their kids, because we really work towards, yes, the classic cars, but that they bring their family along too. It's all about the kids, and we want to make it about their kids. That's what we're working towards.
You guys have been through some incredibly hard stuff through your time. Obviously, the inception of this fundraiser, and the average person probably can't even begin to comprehend what's happened in the past and the grief that you go through when a child is lost from this despicable disease. Are we any closer with research funding and development?
We are. This year we are funding 3 labs in Melbourne. One at Murdoch Institute at the Royal Children's Hospital, Monash University and the Monash Institute of Research in Clayton. We've handed over 3 cheques and we're beginning research this week. So this event is going towards research that's happening right now for brainstem tumours.
That's absolutely wonderful. You know, I do a car show, the All Holden Day at Geelong each year. They are an absolutely tremendous bunch of people. Kevin Hooper is the president, and the whole group are just so supportive. And, well, in this case, you might have handed over 3 cheques. Well, I've got one to hand to you. And on behalf of the Geelong FX HZ Holden Car Club, I'd like to present this cheque of $1,000 to you, Daniela.
Oh, sorry. Kevin is really a wonderful man down at Geelong. I've spoken to him many times, and this is just incredible that car clubs, not just car owners are coming out, but car clubs are getting behind the charity, and we just cannot thank them enough. It's incredible. And we thank you, Fletch, for being such a wonderful ambassador to us, always talking about our day and our work and what we're doing, and it means so much.
Well, I feel like I could do a lot more, but if I can turn up every 12 months and do a TV show here and help promote it, it just goes to show, though, the strength and the fraternity of our car clubs and how generous they are and what they stand for. It's not just a bunch of hoons turning up on a paddock and leaving through the gate at the end of the day. It goes much deeper than that, and it's evident here. So congratulations on the behalf.
Thank you very much. I will be giving Kevin a call late this evening, definitely. This is incredible.
Thank you very much, Daniela.
Thank you.
With me now, I have the pleasure of having Rob DeRose. Now, if you're not familiar with the Isabella and Marcus Foundation, Rob is one of the parents that have lost a child in the past to this horrific disease. How are you, Rob?
G'day, Fletch. Fantastic.
Rob, we've come a few years into this now. Tell us, progress. How are we going with the laboratories and progress?
We're doing very well. We had our first car show 3 years ago when you were there to support us, Fletch. Thanks very much. And now we're at the point where we're funding research. So we're funding 3 labs in Melbourne, one at the Children's, one at Monash University and another lab at Monash Institute for Medical Research.
Okay, horrific disease. Between childbirth and the age of 9, typically, there's the most popular age bracket. If a child is diagnosed, roughly 3 months, there is no cure at this stage.
There's no cure. There's essentially no treatments. Survival rate is about 9 months on average, and it's a very aggressive cancer, so it's pretty dismal. None of the children actually survive this disease.
As I alluded to earlier, thankfully, thank goodness, it's so rare. The bad side of that is, because of its rarity, that federal authorities, lack of recognition, no funding for research.
That's right. So it relies on people who advocate for the disease. So we're the advocators. We'll put in the first labs. The researchers can do their research, get some results, and then apply for government funding.
Are we getting any closer, Rob?
Well, a little bit closer. There's been some recent developments, so I think the future is promising. It'll just take time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and a lot of money.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, mate, well, pardon the pun today, mate, but I take my hat off to you. Everything you guys are doing, it's hard to put words to. You're raising an event here. The cars, they're on the way to 1,000 cars. This has been evolving over a few years. All proceeds go to the fund, and there is a website. You're watching the show and you'd like to donate something for this fantastic cause. What's the website?
It's www.isabellaandmarcusfund.org.au.
Okay. Support it where you can. Rob?
Thanks to this guy. He's been our best supporter since the inception of the charity.
It's my pleasure. Goodness me. Turning up to doing a car show and a TV show is the least I can do. Thanks, Rob.
Thanks, Mark.
Well, there you go. The 2014 Isabella and Marcus Fundraiser car show event. It's hard to put words to an event that stands and represents just so much. If you'd like to make a donation, the website details are across the bottom of the screen right now. ClassicRestos.com.au is the website that you need for the DVD boxed sets of the show, Classic Restos merchandise, Fletch Tours, and how my major sponsors can help you as well. As I say at the end of every show, until next week, please ride and drive safe. I'm Fletch, and I thank you so much for watching. You can like and follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/Classic Restos TV and watch catch-up episodes at shannons.com.au. Classic Restos is proudly brought to you by Shannons Insurance, where you can sign up for the Shannons Club, and Penrite Oil, offering technical assistance 7 days a week.